before the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Knights will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas Longhorns offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He makes the connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The AT unit on the field. Oh, and he missed it. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So UCF's offense will get the ball for the first time. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in... covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On the move, it's Cuevas. And the returner will be knocked down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cuevas. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Longhorns are on the move. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensive.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Trying to get to him. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
The returner brings it out to the 32, and the Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Got enough space. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas 22, UCF 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down right there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Keep it on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. A quick tap. He's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
325.
Looking to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Coming after it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen. They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early.
Reels it in down the left side. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the play.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Dumps it off in the flats. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, if they can't block for me, I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are.
He's off to the races. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's right on target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first.
Looking for the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holder.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can.
Oh, look out! He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. Going to try to get it himself. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on, and they've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Texas offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
He's going to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Let's see what he can do with the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Knights send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, he'll fire. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the ball comes to rest right there. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run play action. Pressure coming. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just
flying down the right side. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On second down, just keeps firing. Finds his tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just... to the receiver. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback will audible. He'll just keep slinging it. Gets it out fast.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Longhorns looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Feeling some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And they'll knock him down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Try and play action. Dances away to buy time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches then.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical, work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the 1st. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
64, UCF 14.
Coming out with it, it's Sims. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Cuevas. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. 1st down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads it downfield. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Offense getting set for 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. So after